Yesterday it was all about the big announcement in Germany. Today the excitement is in Chattanooga. Good evening. Thanks for watching News Channel 9 at 5:30. I'm Calvin Sneed.
And I'm Lauren St. Germain. Local and state leaders, along with Volkswagen officials, flew back from Germany to address us in the scenic city. Now we're going to head out to the Hunter Museum in downtown Chattanooga, where News Channel 9's Josh Rowe is anchoring our coverage of the press conference. Josh, what is it like out there?
Nominations.
Calvin and Lauren, a lot of excitement out here. We're going to attempt to do something right now. We've got a lot of work to do in the next 5 minutes or so, a lot of folks to talk to, so let's get to this. Senator Lamar Alexander joins me right now. First, if you could, just explain what the emotions were like, when you first got the call that this was a done deal, because I know that you've been watching, this whole process, and a lot of work went into it.
Well, Senator Corker, Governor Haslam, led the effort to do this, and it confirms Tennessee's status as the #1 most attractive state for the auto industry, and for the first time it brings research and development in the auto industry to the southeast, specifically Chattanooga.
What do you think this means for the state? Because we had media here from all over East Tennessee. This really is a lot of people are watching this throughout the state.
This raises family incomes in almost every county in Tennessee. The auto industry has gone from nothing 30 years ago in Tennessee to now it's in 85 of our 95 counties, so it's not just a Chattanooga story.
All right, Senator Lamar Alexander, thanks so much. We do appreciate it. We're now joined by Senator Corker right here. When you got up there and spoke and you thanked those people from Volkswagen, you got a little choked up there for a moment.
Yeah, well, it's, I think all of us in public service, when you know that 2,000 families are going to be affected so directly by this investment and so many others indirectly, it does, and we've all been working on this a long time. You were just talking to Lamar and Governor Alexander created the vision for the auto industry in our state, and I'm so glad that he is with us today, and he's been a part of so many great things. Governor Haslam, I just cannot say enough good things about the way he handled this whole process, our two mayors, our community, for causing our community to be the way that it is. So many community activists and leaders have made the community such that Volkswagen wanted to invest here.
I've heard your story about the day that you got the phone call the first time when they were coming here to begin with. How did this call compare to that?
This one, was a little different. We shook hands, if you will, at the state level in Bill's residence in Nashville on June the 13th, and then there were a lot of details to be worked out. I guess there were so many meetings and so much interaction over time. Obviously, though, the impact is in some ways even greater. I mean, having this research and development facility, which I'm not sure people fully appreciate what that means, but there's nothing like that in the South.
Explain that if you could.
Well, as part of this commitment, we began talking about 1,350 jobs. Well, now it's 2,000, and at least 200 of those are going to be engineers and people who help design and create, and so that brings a whole additional element to our community on top of these outstanding workers that we have here, and the work ethic that they have shown, the way they've carried themselves, obviously has caused Volkswagen to want to double down on that. But the combination of the two is going to be very, very powerful and cements our role. It really does. Cements our role in the auto industry here nationally.
You said in your remarks today that you've never been more proud of a friend, more proud of a governor than Governor Haslam. Just your thoughts on his role in all this.
He has been remarkable. There's been a lot of twists and turns, a lot of things to deal with. Some of this was dealt with in a public way, which made it difficult, and that's not normally the process, but he could not have handled himself better. I've known him since he was 15. And I just couldn't be more proud of our governor.
Senator Bob Corker, thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it. A lot of important people here, and a lot of folks had a lot of important things to say, not just from the national level, but from the local level as well. We're now joined by Hamilton County Mayor Jim Coppinger, and I know that education was a big part of this for you. Explain that.
Well, absolutely, and Volkswagen in this agreement has agreed to pay the educational portion of the tax, and as a result of that, the Hamilton County Department of Education will realize an additional $1.5 million per year. Sure. So that's big to our people, our students in the public schools.
I know that an overnight trip to Germany really doesn't really happen. I know you guys had to keep a secret for a while. How long did you have to keep that under your hat?
Well, in reality, probably about a week or maybe a little more. We started signing confidentiality agreements a couple of weeks ago, actually, and so then it came to fruition, and we're really excited about it, obviously.
How excited are you, to look at this project and know that 2,000 people in this area are now going to have brand new jobs?
Well, Josh, it's bigger than that. The direct impact is to 2,000 new employees indirectly with the Tier 1, Tier 2 suppliers that will be supplying Volkswagen and others that may come here as well. So, again, I mean, we're going to realize that eventually about 4,000, a little more than 4,000 employees at the Volkswagen plant, but then there will be thousands of others that are working for suppliers.
All right, Mayor Jim Coppinger, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.